What's up, everybody? I'm Sly The Movie Guy, and here's my movie review of Top Gun: Maverick, directed by Joseph Kosinski, starring Tom Cruise, Miles Teller, Jennifer Connelly, John Hamm, Glen Powell, Val Kilmer, Ed Harris, and the rest of the other cast and crew. And in this film, after more than 30 years of service as one of the Navy's top aviators, Pete Maverick Mitchell is where he belongs, pushing the envelope as a courageous test pilot and dodging the advancement in rank that would ground him. Training a detachment of graduates for a special assignment, Maverick must confront the ghosts of his past and his deepest fears, accumulating in a mission that demands the ultimate sacrifice from those who choose to fly it. I was definitely excited at checking this film out because I'm a big fan of the Top Gun film that came out in 1986, directed by Tony Scott, starring Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer. I love that movie so much when it comes to the flying jet action stuff, the characters, the humor, everything about that movie worked like a charm, and I highly recommend you checking that film out if you haven't seen it yet. Definitely one of my favorite films from the 80s and stuff. It's worth the watch. So with a film like this, a sequel to the first film, I was kind of like iffy in the very beginning and stuff, but a little bit excited, but a little iffy because the things were running through my head. I was like, is it going to capture the same magic as the first one? Because the first one came out over like 36 years ago. So I was like, is it going to have the same magic and touch as the first one with the characters, the flight, jet action stuff and all that? I was like, I don't know and stuff. But with Tom Cruise involved, I had a little bit of like trust in the film is going to be good. I mean, with Tom Cruise involved, the film has to be good and stuff. I mean, it was going to happen and stuff. So I was like a little bit like trusting, like, okay, this is going to work. And then when the trailers came out, I was like, okay, this looks good. So I was very excited, like checking it out and stuff after seeing the trailers, Tom Cruise being involved and stuff. So my excitement levels after the trailers like went up to here, man. And I was just like, wow, I need to go check this out in the movie theater. So I checked it out in the theaters and left out. And all I got to say is I love this movie, man. Wow. This is definitely like one of my favorite films of 2022 right now, man, along with The Batman. I love this movie, man. Woo! Everything about it, the positives I can say to start off with it is seeing it in an IMAX theater and stuff, seeing it on the big screen and stuff. I can only imagine people back that watched the movie that was around in 1986, watching it on the big screen and seeing it on the big screen was just one of the best experiences I ever had, man. Oh, this is easily one of the best movies to see in the theaters, man. I mean, we've seen like a lot of great movies in theaters, but this one is like the best experience. And that's all I can say. Like, for far as like the first positives I can say about this movie is seeing it on the big screen and stuff. And what other positives about the movie is the story. The story is so good, man. It's just as good as the first movie and stuff. What I love about the story is you get to see Pete Maverick Mitchell and stuff becoming the instructor, trying to teach the graduates and stuff on the special mission and stuff, as like flying the jets and stuff like that, the mission they own and stuff. You get to see his character, how that is like, how that affecting him and stuff and all that, and seeing Miles Teller's character involved in it and stuff, how that conflict build up between him and Tom Cruise and stuff like that throughout the film. You get all those things and stuff, especially with the other characters and stuff. When it comes to like the head leaders, like John Hamm's character as the Vice Admiral, as he tells Tom Cruise stuff or what to do and stuff like that. You get all those things throughout the story and the great character development that it helps the movie so much and stuff like that. It definitely made the movie, and the progression makes it get better and better and stuff. And it worked so well and stuff. It was so phenomenal from beginning to end, man. And I was just so invested in the story and stuff like that. It was just so good, and I don't think it would have worked without the directing and writing, especially the writing, because a lot of people, I mean, a lot of moviegoers don't realize, I mean, like, if you're like a real movie buff, you understand that the writing is the very most important thing, and I think the writing team did a great job and stuff, especially the directing, too, with Joseph Kosinski and stuff. he did a great job directing. I'm unfamiliar with this director. Let me know in the comment section what this director has done and stuff, because he did a great job, and I love what Tony Scott did with the first movie. But Joseph Kosinski did a great job directing here, man. I'm very curious what other films he have done and stuff, because he did great with this film. And so, and the writing team and stuff, which is funny because the writing team is the guy that directed the Mission Impossible films, Christopher McQuarrie. I was kind of surprised when I looked that up and saw the screenwriters of the film and saw Christopher McQuarrie attached to it. I'm like, huh, really? That's very interesting, because him and Tom Cruise have done Mission Impossible films together and stuff, with Rogue Nation, Fallout, and now the new one that's coming out with the Dead Reckoning Part 1 and stuff. So it's kind of interesting seeing Christopher McQuarrie as the screenwriters of this film with Tom Cruise and stuff. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. So with the directing and writing, they did great with the story and stuff. Like I said, the conflict and stuff between Miles Teller and Tom Cruise and stuff, because it's some relations between Miles Teller, and he's related to one of the characters of the old movie, which I won't get any spoilers. So that creates so much depth in the story, and I love that. This movie did so well with the character development and the stuff when it came to, like, from the first movie and stuff. It flowed very well and stuff. The stuff that they mentioned from the first movie and stuff like that, and put in this movie and stuff when it came to, like, the flashbacks and stuff, and mentioning what Pete Maverick and stuff with the old jets and stuff, the old jet pilots and stuff from the old movie and stuff like that, mingling in this new movie. It works so well and stuff, bringing up the stuff from that happened like 30 years ago. It works so well and stuff, and I felt like when you watch the movie, it almost like it felt like its own movie, where you don't have to watch the first movie and stuff. You can watch the first movie and stuff if you want to and stuff. But when you if you haven't seen the first movie, this definitely catches you up and stuff. But they didn't overdo it and stuff to mess up the story that's going on right now. The way they interjected some of the stuff from the first movie and stuff, it flows so well with the story right here and stuff, where it makes it so fresh and stuff. You're still getting a fresh story while you're getting the old stuff coming in this one. And that's what I like about this movie. It replicated some of the stuff from what we love from the first movie, which that's a part I think played the nostalgia. If you still if the people that watch the movie that's from the 80s and stuff watch that movie and stuff like that, and watch this movie, it definitely brings the nostalgia level, because there's some scenes that replicated from the first movie, which I really liked. It didn't bother me at all and stuff. That might be I guess you want to call fan service, but it worked upon the story and stuff. As long as the fan service don't detract the real story and all that, I'm fine with it. And it didn't and stuff. It was so many scenes that kind of replicated from the first movie a little bit. It changed it up a little bit and stuff. When I saw certain scenes, which I won't get any spoilers, I was like, okay, yeah, they did it like that. Yeah, they did it like that. So they did great with it. And I was just smiling from beginning to end, man. This movie did a whole lot. And more on the positives, the acting alone is great. Tom Cruise always knocks out the park. He's great as Pete Maverick Mitchell. He's one of my favorite characters in the first movie, even though he's the main character in the first one. He did really great. Miles Teller, which I really like this actor from Whiplash and stuff, and other movies he played in and stuff. Definitely Whiplash. He was really good in that movie and stuff. We're not going to mention the other movie he played in anyways and stuff. He was really, really good, man. He's a good actor, and I thought he was really good. I really related to his character and stuff. I felt for his character and stuff, the backstory and stuff, and all that. I really, really enjoyed his character and stuff. And his chemistry with Tom Cruise and stuff, even when they had conflict between each other and stuff like that, the chemistry between him and Tom Cruise really worked so well in this film and stuff. And that goes for other characters in this film. Jennifer Connelly is great as the love interest of Tom Cruise, and I was worried about that too, because is the love interest is that gonna mess up the storyline of the film? It didn't. For me, it didn't mess it up for me, because it didn't they didn't overdo it. They only did it for certain scenes and stuff, but it felt natural, like I said, with the story and stuff, with the old stuff from the first movie. John Hamm as the Vice Admiral, and I love John Hamm. I mean, everything about him, from Baby Driver to other films and stuff. He was great in this movie as the head leader and stuff. John Hamm, any film you put John Hamm in, I think it works, man. He's just fantastic on so many levels here. Stuff. Ed Harris is great. Val Kilmer, I was happy to see Val Kilmer back as the Iceman and stuff. He could, you know what, Val Kilmer with his condition and stuff, because he has throat cancer and stuff. I almost literally a little bit cried in the film, because the way, how they did his character in the film and stuff, because he can't be able to talk and all that, like the first movie and stuff. So seeing him in here, I was just so happy seeing Val Kilmer, and I like Val Kilmer and stuff and like that as an actor. So I think seeing him again with Tom Cruise in the same scene in the movie, it almost made me tear up and stuff like that, because what the condition that he has and stuff, but seeing them again on the big screen for like over 36 years, it was just a thing of beauty, and I was just so happy at seeing that. It was great, and the acting scenes along with them two was really good and stuff, and I just loved it and stuff. So it was great and stuff. And there's so many tear moments and stuff that do happen in this film, and particularly in one particular scene, which I won't get any spoilers. But this film just gave you the joy and the tear moments and stuff, and I think they did a great job with it and stuff. This film definitely hit you right here and stuff, and I didn't expect that and stuff. I think it does, and I will say this though, but it does hit me a little bit harder than the first movie and stuff, and I didn't expect that in this movie. This movie did that to me unexpectedly, and I'm like, wow, real? This film, wow, it hit me right here and stuff. Different scenes and stuff, and the acting is just so good and stuff, and it just, everything about it, man, I just can't get over it, how they did this film. It was just so good and stuff, and everybody, like, friends and families can watch this movie. I mean, they have some intense scenes and stuff and all that, but it's not as, like, gory or bloody or anything. Everybody, every age can see this movie. This is one of the perfect movies to come out on Memorial Day and stuff and like that. And I just can't get over it and stuff. Like I said, the acting, the directing, the writing, everything is good about it. But let me get on to the jet action stuff and all that. Wow. And this was done actually, like, these guys were actually riding on the jets and stuff. And it didn't feel CGI. And I appreciate that about this film and stuff, because Tom Cruise and the actors actually like were trained to do this and stuff like that. They really actually flying. So this didn't have CGI and stuff, and it felt like a movie was like it came out like in the early 90s and stuff, or in the late 90s, like came out like in 1995 or something like that. Some movie that would come out in the 90s and stuff. Because what they did, like when they really like were flying the jets and stuff, and that what I liked about it and stuff. It put a smile on my face, because we don't get movies like this no more. It just, something like this, when you hear like stuff like that, like they really like actually like flown on these, like fly on these jets and stuff like that. It's like, wow, they actually did it. And it just brought joy to me and stuff when I was watching it and stuff. And I love that, man. It was, everything about it was good, man. I loved it, man. And I really don't have any negatives for the film. If there was one negative, I'll say maybe it for other people, maybe the runtime, because the first movie was 1 hour and 50 minutes, and this one's like 2 hours and stuff. But hey, it was worth 2 hours for me, and I enjoyed it. I didn't feel bored at all. I loved everything and stuff and all that. The action stuff really looked good on the big screen and stuff. The acting, the directing and writing, everything about it. The music score, everything about it. Everything worked in this movie like a charm. And I highly recommend you checking this film out, man. It is worth the watching in theaters. Your kids, family members, everybody that's watching my video, please go see this in IMAX. And I'm just going to leave it as that. Overall, I just really enjoy this movie. It's great from start to finish. And I highly recommend checking this film out in theaters. Like I said, it's definitely worth the watch. And you already should know what my grade is, but I'm just going to say it anyways. Top Gun Maverick absolutely gets an A+. Woo! Man, let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think about this movie? Everything, did you like it or not? I'm pretty sure everybody liked this movie. Let me know in the comment section down below. And like I said, I had a great experience in the movie. And one of the things I would love to show y'all what make the experience so much better is the stuff I got in the theaters, like this little poster right here. I got after I watched the movie because I didn't want to get popcorn over it, and the lady told me that when I was getting popcorn, she didn't want the poster messing up or get wrinkled. And I love this poster. I can't wait to hang it up and stuff. Where I'm gonna hang it up, I don't know, in my room or somewhere around the house and stuff. But I love this poster and stuff. I'm pretty sure everybody went to the theaters had this and stuff. So I love the poster. You can see right here. It's great. And then the popcorn bucket and stuff right here. And what's the coincidence? The time I went, this was the last ones they had, and I had popcorn and goobers in it. That's one of my favorite things. I like to pour the goobers in the popcorn and stuff. It was so good and stuff. So this was like one of the things I got here, and you can see right here, this was the very last ones, and I'm always gonna remember eating popcorn out of this, watching it on the big screen, Top Gun, Maverick, and stuff like that. It was great and stuff. I love that stuff. Then the cup, I drank that up. I really like the design of it and stuff. I did a Top Gun Maverick, the cup. I drank Pepsi out of. It was great. Watching, drinking, and popcorn, all of it. All the things great. And then you see this, the pen and all that, the Top Gun Maverick pen. So I don't know where I'm gonna wear it and stuff. But man, this alone was cash money here, right there. This was like the cherry on top of the experience level of Top Gun Maverick and stuff like that. And I just loved it, the pen and all that. I can't get over the poster and all this. And that's one of the things and stuff and all that. This movie gave me the best experience and stuff. And like I said, let me know in the comment section down below what you think about the movie and stuff. Tell me, did you get any of the souvenirs at the movie theaters and stuff? I just had a great time with it, and I'm just going to leave it as that. And as always, if you like this video, click thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, click subscribe and the bell button for more future content. That's all. I can see you next time on Sly the Movie Guy. Peace.